Hello, hello. Oh man, tell you what, I've just been having so many errors coming up on my computer regarding this live stream that I'm ready to, take a brick to it. But we're here. I'm here. I think everything is working. It looks like I have visuals. My streaming software says I have audio, so hopefully I do have audio. So I have a couple of things to share today. I have started on the fly of my Stormy Horizons. I should turn my camera around a touch so you might be able to see my spinning, my e-spinner. And I also have some hand spun knitting, which I thought I would share because this was from some yarn that I spun for Tour de Fleece 2023. Hello, Denali. She's back. That's all good. Did you have a good birthday though? Thank you. Thank you for giving me the update. Yeah, so I have been doing some hand spun knitting. And before I get too much further, if Natalie is watching this on the replay, I know that you had surgery today. It is Tuesday. I hope it all went really well and that you'll be back joining us for the lives before the end of the tour. And I hope that you're resting and you're well. So yeah, this is some hand spun that I have made a sweater front. And this was a kilo of ready spin that I got from Bendigo Woolen Mills a long, long time ago. And yeah, I spun this in 2023. And I actually am making this, if you can see, I don't know how well you can see the pattern. I saw a sweater at the thrift shop and liked the design, and I'm kind of copying it. That one was made with very fine yarn, whereas this is a chunky weight yarn. So yeah, I finished my front this morning. So I've just cast on the back and started the ribbing. So I thought I would show that to you guys. So I don't know if you can see, it's a linen fleck. So it's like a sort of a natural with the flecks through it. But yeah, I thought I would show that. Catch up with the chat. Oh, good. I'm glad you had a good day, Denali. Happy birthday. Spoiled with food, snacks, and a nice big yarn order. Beautiful. That's what we like. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm a bit worried that I won't be able to get full sleeves. However, hi Jennifer. Yeah, I'm worried that I won't be able to get full sleeves just simply because I only had about 800 yards. That has taken maybe just over 300. So I'll be able to get front, back, and collar, and then I'll have to see what happens with the sleeves. Oh, that's okay, Jennifer. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really pleased with how it's come out. So yeah, I've started the back, and we will see how I go. If I can only get short sleeves or whatever, then that's fine. If I can only do a vest with some ribbing, I'll just wear a vest. Vests aren't really my thing, but I'm pleased to be able to be knitting something from hand spun that I have spun. I have 2 more sweater quantities in my stash that I hope to cast on sweaters with too, but I cast this one on because it was basically chunky weight, so I thought, well, chunky weight will knit up really quickly, so that's why I cast that on. And I'm just gonna have to unplug my e-spinner here. Hopefully you can see that okay. It's a bit yellow in here because I've got the overhead light because it's quite dark today, so hopefully you can kind of see that if I can get the light on it. I've been plying up my Stormy Horizons. I started this yesterday, watched I think 3 episodes of the Golden Girls while I got that plied. So I'm going to post a photo a bit later so that you can see it much better. But I don't have a lot left on my bobbins, so I might even be able to finish this ply during this live stream. So if I do, I will take it straight downstairs and scan it up and take a photo. And Elvis is trying to get in, but he's blocked. Aren't you, darling? Hey, you blocked. You are. He's standing in because obviously my camera's in the doorway, so Elvis is wanting to come say hi, but let's see if we can get you in, hey? We'll just have to move the camera for a bit. Come on, in you come. Good boy, you want to come say hi to all the internet friends, don't you? Hey? Hey, come up here and say hi. Good boy. Good boy. Say, hello, everybody. Hello, I'm here. I'm never far from my mama. Even though my daddy's on holidays and he's downstairs, but I have to be up here with my mum. Isn't that right? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. All right. We said hello enough now? You getting caught in my singles. You are getting caught in my singles. Okay, Mr. Dog. Okay. All right, you go. Yeah, I'll let you back out. Go on. How'd you go? Good boy. Good boy. So there you go. There's the Elvis cameo for today. Denali says hello. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. All right, let's do some spinning or some plying, as the case may be. So what has everybody been up to? We went out quickly this morning. I had my therapy session this morning, so I've been therapized for today. And Simon and I popped out and got some ingredients for some lasagna. So we're going to make that sometime this week. And we just had some sushi for lunch. Kind of scarfed it down a little bit because I knew I had to come up here, but hopefully that will not have any backfiring effects. So I'm just thinking I might angle my camera down a touch. I can see a bit better. Turn it a little as well. Hopefully that is a little bit better. Jennifer says a vest is more versatile, easier to wear under a jacket, and there's no sleeve island to potentially get stuck on. Very true. I've just never really worn vests. I think I just don't know how really to wear them. So good to know. We went out yesterday because I was going to meet a friend, but she ended up not being well enough to come out. So Simon and I did our cashies run for the holidays, and we went to a couple of op shops as well, and we were looking at like puffy vests, which we've been trying to find a pink one for me, but we didn't manage to get any. Jennifer says hi, Mr. Elvis. Yeah, you got the internet friend saying hi. You do. You do. Okay, you go be a good boy now. Yeah, so we've been looking for vests, but yeah, I'll have to see how I go. I'd like to use all of the handspun that I have. So if I do have enough for like little sleeves, I'll probably stick little sleeves on. I'm hoping that the front took more yarn simply because of the design, like because I know pearls use a little bit more yarn than knits. I don't know whether it makes that much difference. But hopefully, because I'm just going to do the back in stockinette, I can save a little bit of yarn on the back. And the pattern has a rolled collar, like a folded collar, which I love. I actually have a folded collar on this jumper here. But I guess if I'm running out of yarn, I could probably just do a single layer collar instead of the double. I think I was actually going to talk about this pattern before I got waylaid, I think, in one of my other lives. It says it's Ashford Handicrafts in the bottom of the pattern, but it's from Interweave. is the pattern on Ravelry is from Interweave. So yeah, it's basically a sweater called the iconic New Zealand jersey, and the pattern basically calls for getting a kilo of fleece, like in the grease, and spinning it to make this sweater. The pattern actually calls for 2-ply. Mine is a 3. But I pretty much got gauge. I went up 2 needle sizes and got gauge. So if you guys are interested in finding that pattern, it is in my Ravelry. So if you head to Ravelry and find Lovebird Lane, you'll be able to find it from there. It's free, so it's basically like less than a page of instructions. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with my sweater so far. Because the one that we saw when we were thrift shopping was a small size, so it wouldn't have fit me. So it was pointless picking it up. But I took a photo of the sweater and yeah, sort of replicated it on my chunky gauge. So it's been fun. It's only taken me maybe 2 days worth of knitting to get that made, so that's pretty good. Hopefully the back will be a little bit quicker because it's just stockinette backwards and forwards. I have high hopes for this yarn, guys. I think it's going to be nice. I'm putting a fair amount of twist in it, so like, I don't know if you can see that. It like, once it's plied, it's plying back on itself, so I'm putting quite a bit of twist in, but it's still staying really soft. So I'm hoping this is going to be really nice when it's finished. I don't know what it will be used for, but it'll be perfect for petting in the meantime. Because this one was Polworth as well. It's actually my first time spinning Polworth. I'm trying to think if I've ever spun anything that's not merino. Oh, I guess I have. I've used to get the Time Travelers Club from Hilltop Cloud, and she had usually a blend of something. So I have spun other fibres, but mostly I just get the coloured merino braids. But this one is a Polworth braid from Kathy's Fibres. I know I've said all this before, but just in case. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. It's very pretty, and it's a fractal. So the first half I stripped right down into skinny strips, and then did the second half mostly as a full piece. So yeah. Anyone making anything fun while they're watching? Have you been working on your test knit, Denali? Was when I saw your episode the other day and you showed a photo of the top, and I remember you saying that there was like 10 inches of ribbing or something. I'm like, oh, there's that 10 inches of ribbing. Jennifer says a long plain black top underneath would look amazing and really show off the handspun yarn. It's how I wear any vests. And that she didn't know that pearl stitches use more yarn. I think it's like a fraction. It's not a huge amount. But as there's a lot of purling on that because it's all ribbing and moss stitch, it might have made a difference. I don't know, but maybe I'm just being delusional and just hoping that I have enough yarn. Oh, good, you threw the ribbing, Denali. Excellent. Oh, what do you want? Mr. Dog is trying to break his way in again. Hmm? Why don't you go sit with your dad? Your dad's downstairs feeling lonely. He is. Elvis, what are you eating? Put that down, please. Sorry, guys. I think he's eating something he shouldn't. What have you got? Ta? 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 Come on. Ta? I hope that's not a half-eaten toilet roll. Come on. Ta? Ta for mum? Ta for mama? Come on. He doesn't want to give it to me, so I think he knows he shouldn't. Come here. Ta? How about you go see daddy? Go give it to daddy? Simon? I think he's got half a toilet roll in his mouth. Go see dad. He's just standing there with like his top lip like sticking out because he's got something in his mouth. Janelle says the ribbing was actually really nice and easy while her parents were here. Easy to pick up and put down. Didn't have to think at all. Good. That's good. Would you say he's not opening his mouth? He won't open his mouth now. Yes, apparently it is a yummy toilet roll. Well, because he's hilarious. Because like you know, I'm going to talk about being on the toilet. Like you'll be on the toilet, and he'll come along and he'll actually like boof the toilet roll because of course he has to have like toilet duty. Like he has to guard you in the toilet. And he'll just stand there and boof at the toilet roll, like with his nose, just like boofing at it. And so today I finally said, okay, take a toilet roll. And I said to him, but don't eat it. So he was just standing there chomping on it. And now I think he's eaten it. Let's hope that comes out okay. Did Daddy get it from you? Did you finally let go? What? There was. He must have dropped it somewhere on the way. Oh, God. Life with a silly puppy. Yeah, you're a silly puppy. And yes, I still call him a puppy because even though he's 2 years old, GSPs don't mature until like 4 years. So he is still very much a puppy. Extra fiber. Just as long as it does come through and it doesn't get stuck. I don't want to pay that vet bill. So he does the same thing with egg cartons. Like he loves an egg carton to pull apart. So I usually have to keep an eye out. And as soon as it gets too small, I've got to wrench it out of his mouth. He's chewing on a ball now, so that's a little bit more appropriate. Oh, a little bit. Always a baby. All doggos are babies until the end. They're always just a baby. Just a baby. No, you're locked out. You're denied. So tomorrow is Elvis's gotcha day. So I might, depending on the weather, we're going to go out. Take him out for a gotcha day celebration. So I might stop in early, I think, tomorrow. And it says, my dog eats her toys. So many times she's had really colourful poop. I had to throw away so many toys. Yeah. Elvis is the same. We have to be really careful with what we give him. He's just a chewer. He just chews and chews and chews. So we have to make sure that we've got like really hardcore toys. We can't give him stuffed toys. They won't last very long. An antler, like we get him an antler, and that he could probably eat an antler if we didn't take away from him like in a week. He just chews and chews. Jennifer's knitting a crow's beanie for a friend. Nice. I'm getting further and closer to the end on this ply, which is very exciting. Looking at my bobbins down on my wee Peggy. It's got a built-in lazy Kate, which is very nice. I did put a picture of the wheel up on Instagram. Was having some trouble with it. I think it was the day that nobody was available to join the live. I was saying I was having issues with my whirl on this wheel. I still haven't figured it out. Still got a rubber band holding the whirl back. Denali says she loves stuffed toys because she likes to rip them apart. Yep. She's got old lady teeth. Can't have any of the harder stuff, bless. Because she's only a little lady too. Yeah, we have to get like the tough, like rubber stuff for Elvis. Even then, he'll like take chunks out of it. You've probably heard me mention his 8 when we've been on these lives because I know that he kept dumping it on my fiber the other day. So he has this rubber toy that's like shaped like it's kind of like an infinity sign or an 8, like, and there's so many bits that have like been pulled out of it, but it's lasted this long. So maybe we should take him to Pet Barn or Pet Stock or something tomorrow and see if we can find him some more toys. Because he's got some footballs that he seems to have put a hole in, and they sound like they're full of saliva. It's disgusting. Yeah, tiny lady. 9 pounds. Oh. Well, 2.2 pounds is a kilo. So she's what, four-ish kilos? So small. Elvis is 25 kilos, which I think I worked out is like 55 pound, I think. Something like that. 2.2 times 25, so 2 times is 5. 0.2. I think I worked it out the other night. It was about 55 pound. He's not even as big as Granger. Granger was about 30 kilos, so he's another 5 kilos on top of Elvis. Because you was the runt, weren't you? Yes, you was. You was a little tiny baby. So you're just a little boy. You're just a little baby. Yeah. Still trying to find a way in. He's just staring at me beseechingly. Let me in, Mum. And also, I said tomorrow I'm going to be a different time, and Thursday is when I've rescheduled to see my friend. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with Thursday's live. I may do it later in the day after I get home because I just don't know what time it'll be though. Because Sunday is the end of the Tour de France. So that will be the end of these daily lives. I'm probably just about ready for that, I think. I'm surprised I've stuck in there that long, to be honest. Because, I mean, these are fun. I do like doing them, but it's like always having to be somewhere every day at a certain time. It's just like, I think I'm ready to have my days back. But I was having a chat the other day, I don't know if anybody caught it, with Natalie and Emily, who are regulars in the chat here. I'm thinking of doing regular lives, but more like once or twice a month, um, just so that we can kind of keep this going, and potentially just like won't necessarily be spinning. It'll just be whatever I'm working on. So it might be a knit and natter, could be spinning that I'm working on, weaving that I'm working on. I'm just going to set up a camera and have a live occasionally. I'll figure out a schedule and have that as a regular thing that I do, probably on a weekend, just to sort of ensure that that more people maybe can make it. Yay, Denali's in. So yeah, Natalie and Emily were down for that. So, like I said, I haven't nailed any of the plan down. But yeah, I was thinking, yeah, maybe twice a month on a weekend. We can just have a bit of a chat. And I thought that could be fun. So I'm hoping to be better at getting some uploads going as well, because I've got so many videos that are kind of in the can, as it were, but I just haven't finished editing them, let alone uploaded them. So I'm trying to be better about that. I need to create a schedule for myself or have a designated day that I do all my editing on, just to try and keep this channel ticking over, because it's fun, but I always feel pulled in so many directions. I never quite know what to prioritize. And sometimes it's making stuff for the shop because the shop is a money generator and I need some money. Looks like I'm going to run out on one of my bobbins, which means I'll be able to use my new tool that I got. Give that a try. I don't know. I probably won't do it in the live because we're almost at half an hour already. But I will have to have another look and see how they work. Because if you're not familiar, it was what I got from Cat and Sparrow, this guy. You can you basically wind the yarn around this and it will make like a plying ball that you can then, ply. um, so yeah, I've got only a little bit left on one of my bobbins, so I'm probably going to have to try this out, which is going to be fun. That'll be good because I don't quite understand how it works from the video that I saw. That was from Cat and Sparrow Fibers. It's a 3D printed plying tool. So there is a video on their website showing you how to use it. So I'll have to go back and revisit that and see how I go. But I might stream, I think, until I've finished this bobbin. And then I will dig up that video. I've got a little way to go, so maybe I'll probably make it to 40-ish minutes, so maybe another 10 minutes. Not sure, probably not even 5 minutes. But yeah, I'm really excited about this one. It looks like I'll probably get it done today, so I'll skein it and I'll stick some photos on Instagram a bit later, and everybody can see how beautiful this fibre is, and go and see Kathy. Because she was at the Bendigo Sheep and Wool show over the weekend too. When I was talking to my therapist today, I'm thinking I might try and get there next year. Maybe I might be able to make that work. Probably not as a vendor, but at least as a, what's the word, attendee. We'll see. We'll see what happens, because I've never been. So, and I may have accommodation there with a family member if she's still there next year. So that would make things a lot easier. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I know my glasses are falling down my nose as well. Push those back up. Getting close now. Been loving the way that this is like cycling through the colours, because I've got 2 strands kind of grey at the minute, and now because of the fractal we're going into blue on one of them. It's very cool. Very nice colours. It's funny, I haven't really noticed as much. There was burgundy sections, and I haven't really. It's like the burgundy sections have sort of blended in with blues and stuff and gone a bit more purple. That's okay. I keep thinking it's the weekend, and it's like, no, it's Tuesday. That's what happens when you're on holidays, isn't it? I'm very decadent this morning, and I laid in bed until 9:15. And I was like, I better get up for my appointment. It was at 10, so thank goodness for video sessions. I'm really glad my therapist has been able to do that, because I've done phone ones for ages. Right. Up to the last colour on the bobbin. I think I need to scooch a bit though. Actually, I'm probably okay. Move. Thank you. Oh, no, I've gone too far now. All right, I'm nearly done, guys. Which means I'll need to go and learn how to use my plying tool. And I will let you all get back to your days. Nearly there. So here's a burgundy section going with some purple. So it's just coming out like a wine purple kind of colour. Oh, it feels like I got a lot of twist in the beginning of this bobbin. Can feel it coming through my hands. It's probably when I was having trouble with my wheel. So this means I'm going to be able to pick another braid to start spinning before the end of the tour. I'll do it on my Pippy Wendy, I think, because then I will have used my Traveller, my Wee Peggy, and then my Pippy Wendy. So I'll have used all of my treadle wheels during the tour, which is what I wanted to do. Night, night, Denali. Thank you for tuning in. Sleep well. All right, I've hit the end anyway. There we go. You probably can't can't see that, but I've got the orange there. Yeah, the camera's not far enough down. But anyway, that means I'm done for today. What did we get to? 35 minutes. Yes, it was about 5 minutes, what I had left. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to head off and figure out how to use this thing and let Elvis in so that he can come and see me. He won't want to see me now that I'm not talking to anybody. You all have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you tomorrow sometime. I'll have a chat with Simon. I'll try and figure out a time, and I will put the schedule up on YouTube, and I'll stick a story up on Instagram as well, just so that everybody is on the same page. So I think until tomorrow, I will say goodbye. Have a good one. Bye. Oh my goodness.